Hey everybody, I'm Nick with Drain My Lawn. Check us out at drainmylawn.com here in Charlotte, North Carolina, getting ready for Hurricane Ian. We're expecting 4 to 6 inches of rain, and that'll be more intense in some places locally. So we want to make sure our drainage systems are good to go, ready to handle the water. First, you're going to check your downspouts or your exits. Wherever your exit could be a catch basin, or it might be just a straight pipe if it's out on a slope, or a pop-up emitter like this where it's more flat. And so either way, you want to check them all. Check them for obstructions, make sure they're not blocked. And what you're going to do, you're going to pop off the lid. They're made to do that, and that's fine. And then you're going to check the inside, ensure that there's no debris blocking it or anything like that. This is fine, small amount of debris is fine. And then you can do one of two things here. I'm going to put mine back on because mine's working well and it doesn't run any debris through there, so I'm not worried about it. However, what you could do, if you especially if you're going to have a lot of catch basins, is you take this off, put it in your garage, wait till after the storm, and then you'll be good to go. After the storm, you can place it back on. What that'll do is stop any chance of this blocking up for any reason. These things are designed to pop off in the case that you get a blockage and you get a lot of water pressure. They'll pop off, but sometimes they do get stuck. Sometimes things land on top of them. So for full security, you take off the pop-up, put in your garage after the storm, make sure everything's good, and then pop it right back on. You just knock it down, you're good to go. Second is check your downspout connections. So we put clean outs on all of our downspouts so they're easy to check. With ours, we've had a few different iterations. We use corrugated with the grate. We're probably going to be starting to use PVC for the connections. But check it, make sure everything's good. You see here, this is completely clean. There's a water softener dumping into this one. So everything's good. We're clear here. If you don't have a clean out here, you just want to check, inspect. If you can take it off, do that. Make sure there's not a bunch of leaves just blocking right here, because that'll be shooting out the side. That'll be causing a lot of problems for you. So third is you want to check your gutters. That might be tough for some of you because getting on a ladder is tough, and that just may not be feasible. But if you're able to, check your gutters, clean out, make sure they're not clogged up, because in heavy rains, those are going to fill up. It could pull away from your house. You have a lot of water right next to your house. You don't want an emergency. Make sure everything's working properly. All right, lastly, what you're going to want to do is check your catch basins. These things are, they get neglected over time. They do their job. You never think about them because they just work. Now they get leaves knocked over them. They may be covered up. That's okay. I get a few leaves in there. This is okay. My system has a really short run, and I can get to it and clean it out. Like over here, I can clean it out. So my system here, if I don't get a lot of water here, so I don't expect debris to come washing through here. So I'm going to leave the grate on. Now, if you have a catch basin in a very high flow area, and you guys, you know who you are, if you have one of those catch basins that's designed to catch a lot of flow, with these heavy rains, what you may want to do, and you'll know your system to make sure you can clean it out if you do get a debris clog or anything like that. You will take off your catch basin lid and just let the stuff run through it. If you take off your catch basin lid, go ahead and take off the cover for your pop-up. Take off the cover for your pop-up if you take off the catch basin lid, so that you don't get a clog, and the debris will just wash through it. When you get really heavy rains, what will happen if you have a lot of debris washing with a heavy amount of water, the debris will will cover the catch basin, and the water pressure will just push it and create a mat and block it all up. If you have a lot of water, all that debris is just going to wash on through and you'll be fine.